Welcome back. Now, as you're starting to get social as an author, my first and best advice is for you to dig deep in just one platform. Create your profile, get started, put out some posts, and begin making connections to people. The 3 sites I want to show you today are ways that you'll be able to make your life easier on that one single platform, or when you're ready to expand, when you've dug your well deep enough that you're already getting a return on your investment of time and energy, then these are also tools that will allow you to reach out beyond to multiple networks and harness your time into smaller increments so that you'll be able to spend more time doing the writing, the creative writing that you love away from the computer. Make sense? Remember, your goal should always be to conquer one platform. Well, of course, your goal should always be to finish your first draft and then get your book in print. But beyond that, when you're ready to reach out to the world on a social media network, start with just one platform. And remember, if you have comments or questions, do ask them in the area below or give me a call or email personally, because I would be glad to help you talk through the chaos that is social media and help you make the perfect decision for you. So here today, I want to introduce to you Hootsuite. All right, you will start your journey at hootsuite.com, and I'll put that address up on the screen here, hootsuite.com. And once you create your free account, and I'm going to say don't spend any money on this, because you can do most of what you need to do as an amateur and even beginning professional author completely for free. So no matter what they want to sell you, know that you can utilize the free aspects of Hootsuite for a very, very, very long time. Now, what this allows you to do is a couple of things. You can see posts to your various pages all from one screen. I have a professional page here where I'm seeing updates as well as fun posts from my own personal page, all on one screen rather than on two, reduced in size, or from my various Twitter inboxes here, things that I'm putting out or things that other people are sending me, my LinkedIn feed, all in one area, and I haven't updated this lately because I've moved to something new, or from my WordPress site, which I could connect from here. But what I'm going to recommend is the ideal usage for you to get started with Hootsuite is to schedule your posts to your social media networks in advance so that you're freed up the rest of the time to live the life of your dreams rather than be tied to the computer. Now, you'll hear many marketing gurus say that you should be posting to social media when your followers are on the computer. For me, that doesn't make sense because I'm not on the computer at 7 a.m., at 11 a.m., at 3 p.m., and at 7 p.m., nor do I want to be. But I do want to have my posts there for my readers to find them at those times. And here's one way to do it. I'm going to give you the whirlwind tour again. And if you want to dig deeper, make sure and ask questions below or give me an email personally, okay? In this top box, you're going to go through a piece where you add your own personal networks, and then you select the ones that you would like to reach with every given post. I'm going to schedule this one to go out to my Twitter feed, my professional Facebook fan page, my personal Facebook page, but not my LinkedIn, because I'm about to send something that's personal in nature. And LinkedIn is a networking and professional site, so I'm not going to connect it to them. But I have a little message I've prepared here and a photo that I want to attach. Let me just grab that picture that goes with this post. All right, and you'll see it's uploading. Warm weather brings back memories of last year's 150-mile bicycle ride with my son Joe. Just goes to show time can heal all hemorrhoids. And I'm linking to this photo. This is me and Joe in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last summer getting ready to set out on the great ride. All right, watch how easy this is. It's telling me I have 12 too many characters for Twitter. That's what I've learned here because I forgot to count the number of characters involved in the link to the photo. Warm weather brings back memories. How can I limit this? Well, you know what? If it goes out with 12 characters too many, it will simply cut off the end of my message. How about, I guess, how many characters will that save me? I guess time can heal all hemorrhoids. Now I'm only 2 characters over. How can I save a couple more characters? Warm weather brings, I want it to say fond memories of our, let's just do our 150-mile bicycle ride with Joe, of my bike ride with Joe. Now, I'm well under characters, and I'm going to not post it right now, but I'm going to schedule it to go out at 7 o'clock this evening. So by clicking the calendar there, I'm going to set my time to 7:05 p.m. and I hear Joe about to get home from school now, so I better post this quick, and I'm going to schedule it. Now, this will appear on my stream here as something that's going to go out with today's date, but at 7:05 p.m. Make sense? I'm going to keep this a secret from Joe, so don't tell him when he comes in, okay? Next on our list of sites that can make your life easier is Klout. So you can reach this site by going to klout.com. Hey, Joe. Okay, back to Klout.com. This is a website that will help measure your effectiveness on social media, and I'm going to tell you to ignore all that. I don't find any professional or personal value from a number being assigned to my outreach and engagement on social media. What I will encourage you to try out at Klout is to explore the blog posts that are related to your industry. When you first sign in, you'll be able to select categories, and I've chosen self-publishing and graphics and designing and books. And what Klout does is it feeds me good content, hey Columbus, that is in those areas. Posts from people who are very active right now, and it allows me to share those posts with my platform. So here's scenes from a Baltimore book festival, and that sounds right up the alley for me. So I'm going to click share, and it's going to ask me, do I want to post it to my Facebook fans as well as my Twitter fans? And I'm going to say yes, but it also allows me to change the text that I would be sharing. So I could type that in up here. It allows me to schedule it. So again, I don't have to share it right now. I can schedule it out in advance so I could be away from the computer whenever I want to be. And Klout analyzes all the networks that I've plugged into it, and it suggests for today, a Wednesday, weekday, 3 times a day that my followers are going to be most active. So I'm going to select 4 p.m. to share this post. Make sense? Or I could set a custom time by typing in the box down here. And I'm going to schedule it. So that one is set to go out. That's Klout.com. Then finally, for those of you who are headed down the professional track and already have lots of followers and you feel bogged down by all your social media networks and you have a little bit of money to put toward this, let's say your book revenue is already generating at least $50 a month for you. That's what it's going to take to support your Edgar subscription. I love Edgar. Edgar is by far the most amazing tool that I interact with right now because it is set it and forget it simple. And here's what I mean. But it's $49 a month, so this is not for the faint of heart or I'm going to just dip my toe in this to see how it's going. I can upload things to my library. So let's say that I have lots of funny and inspirational quotes that I want to share with people over time. I spent one evening uploading lots of funny images and quotes to my Edgar library, to the area called Inspirational and Funny that I created. And then I went back through all my blog posts on my WordPress site and I created little lead-ins and links to each of those of my pieces of writing currently. I had 37 already. And I filtered out a few into the Christmas category because I didn't want Edgar to share things about Christmas during other seasons of the year. Make sense? And over time, I can come back and add things to other categories or to create whole new categories that Edgar doesn't have listed already. And then I queue them up. So I put them in order. Then I schedule them. So I'm connecting my accounts. I have my Twitter account scheduled. I have my Facebook personal page scheduled, my Facebook fan page. I could schedule LinkedIn from here as well. And I choose what days of the week I would like to have posts show up in those networks. So at 8 a.m. on a Thursday, in my Facebook personal page, something inspirational and funny is going to show up from my network every week, drawn from that library of posts that I already created once. And it's going to cycle through all those posts to this network. And when it gets to the end of those, 100 some posts, it's going to go back to the beginning and start posting them again without me ever touching this another time. Now, I can add new posts to that queue all the time, and they'll start up at the top of the list and go out first, and then recycle back around. I can set different times on different days for different networks for things to post based on when my fans are online and the most active. So you'll see that at 10 a.m. on Mondays, I'm posting something to my personal page. On Tuesdays, I'm posting it a little bit later. And on Wednesdays, I'm posting a blog feature. So I'm only doing that once a week for now until I build up more and more posts. And then as we go throughout the afternoon, I'm posting to Twitter on different days of the week, somewhere in that mid-afternoon, and different kinds of content, and into the evening. So you're seeing multiple posts each day go out from me that I scheduled once, ever. Set it and forget it. And then over time, I'm adding new content to those libraries so it's always fresh. And you'll say, but Demi, aren't your fans going to start noticing the repetition? And I'm going to say, when's the last time you were on Facebook? How many posts do you read before you're tired of scrolling down the list of Facebook? How many posts do you remember? Now, here's a great anecdote to prove a point. You know that I was recently sharing a weekend with Brendan Bouchard out in California. He tells the story of how he has scheduled posts to go out every day of the week, 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m., every 4 hours. And on Sundays, he always shares the same post, the exact same post, same words, same picture, and believe it or not, the same people keep liking it, keep sharing it. And I don't just mean 1 or 2 or 10. I mean a couple hundred people every Sunday sharing this same post that has something to do with the day of rest. So I'm here to say your message can be effective with very little effort on your part. Create it once. It's going to take some time and energy to pour this in. But if you're feeling bogged down by needing to be on your platform, you have enough fans interacting and engaging with you that you feel bogged down by that and you really want to get back to your other writing, this is one option you might think of for the future where you can free yourself up to have time to do whatever else you want, but still maintain your presence on social media. I hope you've enjoyed this post, and I would love to hear your comments, questions, and concerns in the boxes below or by email to me personally at demi@yotbpress.com. Can't wait to see what you have to write. Write with joy.